Welcome back to Mahjong Soul, folks. My name's Yusong. I hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Folks, it is a beautiful day to be playing Mahjong, despite the fact we're in a little bit of an NPC arc. A little bit of a second place Steve, a little bit of a third place Theodore. But you know what? I'm going to kiss the ground and thank my lucky stars that we have not lost the family farm, that we've not spent ourselves into just abject ruin. We're going back into the Jade Room, hoping to change our fate here today. And you know, as I'm saying, that the monkey's paw is gonna curl. It's like, oh, you don't want second and third? Here, take 4 fourth places in a row. But you know what? We're gonna try to play some sane Mahjong today. Can't say that I've been doing that for the last few uploads. We're gonna play some sane Mahjong, and we're gonna see where that ends us. Folks, as we load in, let me just say this. If you've been enjoying the genre lately, feel free to subscribe. I got new videos every single day. You can also leave a like and a comment. Poggin from the pair of the white dragons. If you're feeling particularly generous, as it helps out the channel such a great deal. It brings us to our featured comment of the day. Xander writes, I hate that I immediately knew what Yusong was talking about when he said drinking water glug glug style. Always good to meet a fellow glug maxer. Look, people are just afraid to admit that drinking water glug glug style when you have a sore throat is actually one of the greatest things you can do for yourself, for your human spirit, for your soul, okay? When you have a little bit of a sore throat, you gotta glug the water. I mean, I don't know if this helps at all, but this is what I like to do. I just realized I'm screaming alone in my room, and I'm talking about drinking water, glug glug style. But the point is, you can glug in a way where I think it's better for your throat to have the water, like, you know, do a little sloshing on the way down. I maybe have lost it. I just heard myself. I just became online for just a second, and I'm like, oh, I probably lost it. Second featured comment of the day, AAR Cube writes, how am I supposed to pay attention to the masterful Mahjong gameplay? Yusong is too handsome. This is a classic check your PayPal moment. Thank you so much for the kind words. Obviously, that was an unsolicited comment, right? We can all agree that this was not one of Yusong's alternate YouTube accounts. This is just not me commenting under my own videos. This is definitely not me making a joke in the video, being like, look in the comments, 15 people are saying that I'm so handsome. No, that's an unsolicited comment right there. We can be sure of that. No? Check your PayPal. Folks, thank you so much for the kind words. This hand, I'll say it, it's kind of going nowhere fast. I was like hoping to pawn into the white dragon way earlier than I'm doing so right now. I'm one tile away from Tenpai, and it's a good Ishanten. It's a good one away from Tenpai. Why? We got a pair, a double-sided weight, and an Omega chunk, which is a pair with a double-sided weight stable to it. I don't know. I genuinely don't know, and I don't know what octave my voice just went into. Seriously, I've never heard it do that before. I don't think this is the worst con I've ever seen. I also don't... Oh, my God. But if not, now that I'm not in Tenpai. If I was in Tenpai, I would think about the con. We can look back at that one with the chess engine. Folks, I'm trying to play some sane Mahjong here, okay? I'm not trying to get my points absolutely shellacked here in East 1. Then we got to do the saddest, 30 remaining minutes of commentary where I'm like, well, maybe we can come back into this game. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have a morose and somber rest of the YouTube video. Come on. Let me live a little here in East 1. We can, you know, at least we can remain competitive for a little bit before losing our entire family fortune. Folks, we're in Tenpai. I'm not sure if our hand can change at all. I suppose it improves if we draw into the red 5 in the circle suit. Otherwise, we're kind of chilling. This is contrary to what a lot of Dragon Ball Z characters say. This is my final form. Oh, I'm still playing with that animation on. I did not realize that I would have that animation on. Okay, is this allowed? Okay, okay. I switched back to the Hinata character, but I think because of the Ron animation I have set, I'm still showing Chi Lin, which is the name of the horse character. Okay. Folks, before we get too far into this East 2, let me give a quick shout out to all the patrons. Patreon.com/YU_SONG. The link is down below in the description. For $4 a month, you get access to a bonus video every single month, as well as the shout out like you're hearing right now, and a whole bunch of other goodies, including our Riichi Mahjong song parody documents and our Riichi Mahjong strategy documents that I myself have written. That's right. Let nobody tell you that, whoa. I'm not gonna con here either. This is a bozo con. I'm sorry. It just is a bozo con. Cause what is my hand? It's Riichi, nothing. Anyway, my Riichi Mahjong. Let nobody tell you that being an English major is a bad idea. You'll never know when you're going to use your English degree, folks. This is the silliest situation of all time. Because I write my Riichi Mahjong strategy documents. Gavin C, Con on site, incredible usernames, by the way. Thank you so much for joining the Patreon. I greatly appreciate it. Old heads and new heads alike, they give me the biggest slice of the pie there, and so I'm extremely grateful for your... I haven't been sugarcoating it lately, financial support. I genuinely thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. I'm one tile away from Tenpai, but, like, can I just say something? To what end? We got the entire South by Southwest character, you know, suite in our hand right now. For what? I have 0 Dora, none pizza, left beef. This is a little Suji. Look, they're not waiting with a 5-6. This is really debatable. I don't know if that's 7. Yeah, and now that's the kiss of death. No, we have no other safe tiles. Folks, it's going down. I'm yelling timber. I'm folding with all 4 of the south winds that I drew into my hand. Someone else wants to deal into left lord, be my guest. A little Lumiere posting from Beauty and the Beast. You can be my guest. You're gonna make me act up. I'm 1 tile away from Tenpai. I'm telling you this right now because I don't want to tempt myself into doing the stupidest things of all time. I will only chase the Riichi if I draw into 3 of characters. If I draw into 2 or 5 of circles and I end up single tile Yorking it for the 3 of characters, no, I reject that. Like some null hypotheses out there, I simply reject. Folks, we got so many, like, this is now relatively safe to discard. They're not waiting with a 6-7. They could be waiting with a 7-9. It's not impossible. If I draw into 3 of characters, I think I definitely chase. Anything else, I'm not really sure I chase. Oh my god, you're gonna... Folks, you gotta have a code. You genuinely just got... A Mahjong player's gotta have a code. This is my fan fiction of The Wire that I've been writing in my spare time. You gotta have a code. If you're gonna sumo, you're gonna sumo. This really stinks for us, because we're in the dealer's seat. Oh my god, we gotta pay the bozo penalty. They sumo to all symbols here. They hit 1 Oradora. I think this might even be Haneman. Oh, thank god, it's just a manga. I mean, it's still bad. What do you want me to say? It's still really, really bad. Left lord taking a big lead here in East 2. I'm out here chilling with a crossroad and right lord. We're sitting in dire straits, all competing to avoid last place. Not a terrible hand, though. Not a terrible starting hand. That's my seat win right there, and so I am gonna press pawn. What's the rest of this hand gonna do? Literally no idea. Just hoping to draw into some triplets or sequences. Yusong, what masterful commentary. I mean, yeah, this hand kind of plays itself. Parentheses derogatory. We just need to draw into connecting tiles such that we have enough shapes to have a valid hand when it's all said and done. Yusong, how are you doing outside of the game today? Thank you so much for asking. I greatly appreciate it. Folks, got a lot to tell you. Did a lot of shopping today. Get in, loser. We're doing anecdotes about shopping. And obviously, I don't mean that in an actually derogatory way. It's just referencing the internet meme. Nobody thought I was being derogatory. Why is my brain so scared about, why is my brain so scared about saying a wrong thing? People know what you're talking about, Yusong. You're going to be just fine. People know what drinking water glug style means. You're gonna be scared that people don't know what you're talking about? People know what you're talking about. Perhaps to both your detriment and everyone's detriment around you. Folks, did a lot of shopping today. Get in, loser. We're doing anecdotes about shopping. Going to a friend's birthday this weekend. And it's one of the... Here's the thing. I feel like adults get tsundere about birthday presents. What does tsundere mean? Okay, well, this stinks. Ryler is the dealer. Oh my goodness. Thank goodness they had 0 Dora in their hand. I almost... Well, that could have been an absolute disaster. But our hand was making its way downtown, right? Hand was 1 tile away from Tenpai. Seat win, 1 red 5. Could have accepted the door into our hand. So, no harm, no foul, I suppose. I am in last place, which does, it's big stinky. I'm not gonna lie to you, that it's not where I enjoy being, but still got a lot of time in this game. Rylo with a weirdo pawn. That doesn't give Tanya. That doesn't give valid hand. I think you probably have one of these. In which case, I maybe should be discarding 1 of bamboo first and foremost to try to maybe pair up some of the dragons that we have in our hand. Also, the 1 of bamboo is a very redundant tile. If I could take that back, I would cut 1 of bamboo. And you know what? I'm doing it right now. 2 of characters isn't even that good. Rylord has pawned up 3 copies of the 1 of characters, so this is probably not going to do anything. We're probably going to have to discard it. We're making our way downtown once again. It doesn't really look like Pinfu this hand, but maybe just a Riichi 1 Dora hand isn't even that bad. Holy guacamole, what is going on here? So you either have all triplets, maybe a half outside hand. There's always this green dragon that's burning a hole in my pocket that I really do not want to discard now. I mean, Okay, they pawn. I mean, now they're for surezies in Tenpai. And then they cut a 3 of circles. I have no idea what this is about. If I had to guess, they're waiting for the 6 of circles. If I had to guess, this is from like a 3-5-7 shape or something. They had a 1-1-3 and then a 3-5-7. They could always just have half outside hand shenanigans as well. Okay, never mind. It's all triplets, single tile yorking it on something. Well, this is bad. They're probably, if I had to guess, they are probably single tile yorking it for the Dora. I have no idea what this one tile could be. What am I gonna throw? I also have no idea. Oh my goodness. I mean, I don't know, because it literally, none of this matters. The only safe tile I have in my hand is 3 of characters. And they are in Tenpai for Green Dragon, all triplets. This is dealer seat 3 Han 40 food. This is dealer seat 7,700. They are straight up repping 7,700 points right now. Just took out Tomato Town. I think they're straight up repping. Folks, 7,700 points, we gotta fold to that. I'm sorry. What am I, nuts though? 7,700 points? Oh, we're not going to play even a little bit of defense around what Right Lord is doing. They probably have 2 Dora, which, by the way, would be a nightmare scenario for me. You want to know what else is the next safest tile? 7 of circles, right? We see 3 copies of the 7 of circles. And they would at least see 2 copies of the 7 of circles. I think they would be a fool. With their pants maybe on the ground. I think they'd be a fool to wait on the 7 of circles. But now, Left Lord is called Riichi. Things are really heating up right now. Folks, can I just be, oh God, what am I doing? Oh my God, what am I doing? I think I'm folding. Yeah, because my hand is, let me just check my notes real quick. Yeah, my hand is Garbage Town USA. My hand is really, really bad. It looks like I have some value. Folks, I'm literally 1984ing you right now, in the sense that I'm like, reject what your eyes are seeing and what your ears are seeing. That's my final command here at these 3. Folks, this is not a hand that I think is very, very good to fight for. Oh, we just drew into another copy of the Dora. Good! Make me eat my words. Good! You think I have a shred of human dignity left after all my time in the Jade Room? I have 0 dignity left. 5 of circles is safe. Yusong, that's all your value? Oh, wow. Sorry. It's not very adult-like discourse. That's on me. I shouldn't just be saying wham. That reminds me of something that I want to tell you as well. Anyway, I feel like when you're an adult, you have to be tsundere about your birthday, in the sense that you always got to be like, no, I don't want any gifts. But I think that it's like, I think that everyone kind of wants gifts. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm sure there's like a specific vibe. Holy moly. Single tile Yorkin on the 5 of bamboo. I mean, Left Lord with a pretty decent gamble, right? Left Lord being like, well, Right Lord can't play defense at all. They can just pivot from one tile to another. You have a pretty good chance that they're going to deal in, or that you sumo your own dang tile. But hey, if Right Lord is going to win this one, that's not bad. If I draw into 3 green dragons, that's not that bad either. Let's go. Would I chi? Yeah, absolutely I would chi. We want to see a 6 of bamboo or an 8 of bamboo. We just want to see some connecting shapes to this 3 or this 6 of characters as well. So that would be pretty nice. We might not need them at this point. Don't know what our pair is going to be, but hey, we could always draw into another copy of the Dora. That's pretty dank. Am I right, fellow kids? Oh, you with your dank memes? You ever just hear yourself and you're like, God, I'm so irrelevant. Anyway, so I feel like as an adult, you have to be tsundere. Oh, just your presence is fine. But like, I think deep down, everyone's like, yeah, but it'd be nice to get a present. So I don't know if that's actually the case. And I'm sure it's not, like, some people genuinely want no presents. I've been invited to a friend's birthday. And if you could tell that I don't get invited to a lot of parties. Based on how nervously I'm saying that sentence. Yeah, you clocked me. You absolutely clocked me. So there, okay, we're all just going to have a meal together. And I do agree. Ultimately, that's the most important thing. Spend time with people. Care about just getting a meal. But I'm like, I think a little gift doesn't hurt. So I went out, got a little bit of, got some stationery, because I think that stationery is good. And I think that everyone could use a notebook. Now, Yusong, are you saying this? And are you the type of person that has checks notes, 17,000 unused notebooks in your in storage right now. Yes, all of this is true, and I bear this with an open heart. You know what I mean? My candor is available for everyone to see and hear. Yes, I have 1 million notebooks, but it's nice to receive a notebook because you're like, ooh, I could fill this with possibility. You know what I mean? That's a very cheesy way to put it, but I mean it very earnestly. I'm getting owned. I'm getting genuinely farmed. What am I? An animal in one of George Orwell's novellas right now? That's an Animal Farm reference. Folks, I'm getting farmed. I don't think that one of bamboo is illegal, by the way. The Right Lord is in Domiten. They're not even in. I'm not even supposed to be worried about them. Not really a hand that's. I mean, the word good certainly doesn't come to mind when I take a look at this starting hand. If I draw into another green dragon or another red dragon, suddenly this hand becomes very playable. Okay, well, I just drew into another copy of the Dora. This hand is unfortunately very playable right now. But we got to get some really good luck to get into Tenpai. And the worst part about this is that the premonition of this hand is we try. Someone else calls Riichi. I end up folding with 3 of the West Winds. I think that that's a more likely outcome for this hand, but I don't know. Could always draw into some more pairs, okay? Maybe all triplets. It's not the stupidest idea of all time. I think if the Dora tile comes out, or if I draw another red dragon, I think if the Dora tile comes out, I pawn. If the one of characters comes out, I genuinely pawn. If I draw into another red dragon, you can't stop me from pawning. Like I must begin my journey to pawn into the great beyond. So those are the tiles that we're looking for. That 2-3 is just kind of dank, though. Like, we might have to just play this hand, you know, with a little bit of normalcy. I can't really pawn that. Like folks, we can still draw into 7 of bamboo. We can even draw into the last copy of the 8 of bamboo. We're not giga doomed if we don't accept the 8 of bamboo. And there's the 7. And we have a perfect D-shot. This is the greatest hand I've ever seen. I can win with these cats. I can win with these cats. I stumbled all over my syllables there. But, folks, this is good. Pair, double-sided weight, Omega Chunk. Oh, my God, it's so effing good. Riichi, 2 Dora, double-sided weight. Oh, my God, this is a Quirk Chungus manga. Okay. Folks, I'm going to be real with you. I don't know what Quirk Chungus means. Quirk Chungus. Quirk Chungus explained. Urban Dictionary. You know what? I don't need to read this. I just been seeing a lot of discourse out there on Twitter and stuff about Quirk Chungus, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'll incorporate that into my vernacular forever. I don't think we need to do that. I think there's a lot of words in the English language that we could use instead. Anyway, I bought some gifts, and it's been a big day of shopping. I then went to Costco. Yusong, did you buy a Nintendo Switch 2 at Costco? No, because I had to buy too many other things, and I didn't. It was just too much. I had too much going on for me today. So, what are you talking about? You went to 2 stores and it was overwhelming? Yes. Unironically, yes. Genuinely, yes. So, and also, by the way, I went into Costco without a grocery list. And that's not like street cred into, you know, like, oh, how tough are you? I went to Costco without a grocery list, you know? It is pretty hardcore that I did do that because it's just like a complete mind frick. It's just a bad idea. You want to go to Costco with a list in mind. By the way, Left Lord, have you ever heard of something called dibs? By the way, Yostar, have you ever heard something about, like, variance and RNG? I called Riichi with a perfectly fine double-sided weight 17 years ago. I'm sounding a little too entitled. I'm sounding like a League of Legends player. I hear it in my own voice. It's okay. This is honestly not that bad. Considering what has happened to us in Riichi Mahjong, this is a perfectly fine and normal sequence of events. I would like to win. Please do not get it twisted. I would very much like to win this hand, but this is still within the realm of normalcy, albeit painful. Okay. Please do not round me. I am begging that someone does not round me. Okay, I have 2 more chances to win. I need you to be playing with your monitor off. Maybe your internet goes down. That's the only way I feel like you actually deal in. Or truly, if you've run out of safe tiles at the very end of the game, maybe we could have done something there. But Left Lord with a perfectly fine double-sided weight. I'm sure they were molding too about how they couldn't get the tiles that they need. By the way, this is now a really spicy East 4 round because whoever wins this wins 2 Riichi sticks, myself and Left Lords from the round before, and 4 Hanba. 4 Hanba means a free 4 times 300, 1,200 points to whoever wins this. So, yeah, get in. We're going Domiten right now. This is probably just a Pinfu hand, but we never know where Mahjong's gonna take us. Maybe a 6-7-8 mixed triple sequence, but that seems seems a little foolhardy to go for just outright. Please, 7 of circles, and I slam the like and subscribe button. 4 of circles, also pretty dank in the sense that we can just go for a all symbols hand. 2, 3, 4 mixed triple sequence. That is also curious, is it not? Which brings us to this video sponsor, Curiosity Stream. I'm gonna go for the 2, 3, 4 mixed triple sequence. Look, I don't know. Probably we're just gonna slam the Riichi button with our first available opportunity, but you never know. We could draw into some very lucky things. We're not getting any of that right now. It's okay. It's okay. It's all RNG. I'm an adult. I can handle this. I went to Costco. And also, it was just such a... Oh, 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence. Sure, I'm 1 tile away from that. Folks, I could even chi into one of characters right now. And the one of characters is the Dora. And Zendaya is Michi. This is a good hand. What happens if I draw into one of characters? I think I go for this double pair weight instead of this single tile weight for the 7 of circles. I don't think I call Riichi. I think that I just want someone to deal into a closed mixed triple sequence 1 Dora. This is a 3-Han hand, but the 3-Han hand is really good. The 3-Han hand allows us to do so much. I could also chi like a freaky, you know, I could pawn 6 of characters or 8 of circles, or I could chi into 7 of circles. Single tile York it for the Dora. It's not bad. It's genuinely not bad. Oh, I wish you didn't. Oh, of course. Of course. I don't think this is bad. Riichi Sanshoku 1 Dora. Decent odds to ruin a life. I feel like this Riichi is maybe okay. Inside Tsuji for a crossword as well. Relatively safe tile that we discard in order to call Riichi. East for Sanshoku Riichi decision. Maybe Damaten was better. But like, I don't know. I think no matter what, maybe I could have cut 8 of circles to try to prey on someone else discarding 7 of circles. I don't necessarily know about that. It seems like a fine decision. Rylord Gigantamax folding with a triplet of the Green Dragons. You must be another scholar of the School of the Cowardly Fist, another alumnus. You have 4 copies of the Green Dragon. A player after my own heart. I love that. That's the folding that I want to be doing on this channel. We did do that earlier this game with the Southwinds, but I'm just saying, game recognized game. Big respect. I cannot believe that passed. 3 copies of the 6 of circles are gone. It's unlikely that I'm waiting with a 6-7. Maybe someone sees that and is like, oh, we can get away with 8 of circles. Technically, 6 of characters is looking a little Suji. No one's waiting with a 3-4. Chibli. No one's waiting with a 3-4. Chibli. Sumo would also, like, go so hard here. I'm not going to lie to you. We're drawing some safe tiles, which I am grateful for, but something better than a safe tile would be, and I don't want to get out of line here, a winning tile. I don't know if they still make those in Riichi Mahjong, but a winning tile would certainly have been nice. This was a really nice mixed triple sequence hand. Like, the Sanshoku is logged on. Look at how much Hanba is available right now. Whoever wins this gets a free 5,500 points. So, like, a 1 Han hand here goes so oingo boingo, it's not even funny. I think I do chi. I think I call me a rapper the way I do chi. That's just a do chi reference. I think maybe 6 of circles is stupid enough to chi for, but now I'm hearing myself and I'm like, that seems like an awful idea. Look at this hand. It's so bad. It's really bad. It's gonna take a lot of elbow grease to get there. Going to Costco when you're a little hungry, terrible idea. Genuinely, I want to say one of the worst ideas that I've had in recent memory. Going to Costco, like grocery shopping when you're hungry, is a bad idea. Because in general, you're like, you might grab like a bag of pretzels that you're never going to eat, but because you're really hungry, you're like, I got to have this bag of pretzels. Like, and you end up buying a lot of stuff that you don't need. Going to Costco, if you slip up, everyone, the Costco mandates that you shop for a family of 5 minimum. So like, if you frick up, like, you're doomed. You're gonna be eating that snack for the rest of your life. There's this awesome TikTok that's like, when you take your first bites out of a Costco snack you just bought 40 pounds of, and it's just kind of okay, and it's someone being like, okay, like trying to convince themselves that they like it. No, it's good. It's good. This is really bad. A crossword of seat when prevalent wind in the freaking dealer seat, and then look at my hand. What do I want to draw? I want to draw into 6 of circles. Losing this hand would be nothing short of a travesty. Like, losing this hand would really hurt. You probably are waiting for what, like a 2-5 in the bamboozler suit. I can't really like, I can't really play this. 8 of characters just passed. I mean, they could be waiting with another 6-7, but I suppose it's not that likely. This is all fine. You know what I mean? But none of it is good. Left Lord, I have no idea what you're doing. I think you could just be like huge folding. Because no one wants to deal in and pay an extra 1,500 points themselves from the Hanba, right? If I get Ron right now, I just have to pay out an extra 1,500 points. The 4 Riichi sticks, that's evergreen. That just comes from the pot. Folks, like, trust me, I do want to win. Please look at this hand with a sober mind. Look at this hand. Like, I don't mean to be a cynical Connor about it. I don't mean to be a cynical Steve. I guess that's confusing because there is alliteration there, but they start with different letters. Anyway, I don't think this is our moment. I genuinely do not think this is our moment. I genuinely don't think this is our moment. It is cringe. It is cringe trying to stay relevant. Because I agree, genuinely should not be coming out of my mouth. And yet it did. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, but there we go. So, I, at Costco, kind of go a little nuts. I kind of lose it a little bit. Is anyone single tile Yorking it for Red Dragon? So you can imagine my embarrassment when I'm sitting in the self-checkout line and I have this giant bag of rice crackers and I have like the most beautiful post-shopping clarity I've ever seen, where I like picked up the rice crackers. It's a giant bag the size of like 3 times my head. I'm like, wow, it's such a colorful bag. I bet these rice crackers are gonna be good and there's no dairy. And I'm like getting closer and closer to the self-checkout thing. And I'm like, I don't think I like rice crackers. I think every single time I bought a rice cracker in my life, I have not enjoyed it. What am I doing with this bag of rice crackers? And so I really had to tuck my tail between my legs and ask the attendant in the front of the line, I'm so sorry for the hassle. Can I please leave these with you? And they were like, yeah, it's no problem. But me, I was like, I should not have done this. I also still like, I bought too many, like in the frozen section, you can buy like little smoothies. You can buy like a 6-pack of bottled smoothies. I like those. I'm going to be real with you. Do I feel the effects of the antioxidants? No. I'm like, I have no idea what antioxidants feels like. I have no idea if it's actually improving my health. I just like it because it's like, oh, yum blueberry smoothie. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing more complicated than that. It's just I like a blueberry smoothie. I can buy 6 of them at Costco, and so I did get a little wild in the aisles. Did have to see some bad human behavior. Just had to tank that on the chin and be like, oh, people are gonna leave their carts exactly where the majority of the population needs to go in order to get there. I can't Riichi this. This is Riichi nothing. It's so bad. This Riichi is so bad. This is Riichi single tile weight nothing. Right, Lord? I don't know what you're doing either. It's so bad. Mokto Doc Set, thank you so much for the subscription, even when I'm not streaming. That's very, very kind of you. I cannot go Tanya, right? Abraham Lincoln, I cannot tell a lie, but it's Yusong and he cannot go Tanya. Folks, I don't even know what gets me in a tempo at this point. Just believe. Literally just believe in something. By the way, we could still draw into 5 bamboo and get into a double-sided weight. That's all that I'm looking for. I'm not looking for, like, everything in the kitchen sink, right? I'm not asking for the red carpet to be rolled out in front of me. Oh, right this way, my liege. Half-flush Baimon. No, I'm literally I cannot have Riichi and literally nothing else on a bad weight. If I were to have a good weight, that's fine. That's genuinely fine. That's genuinely fine. I think being an adult, I've realized this recently, is just playing top lane IRL. And this is a League of Legends reference, but I think a lot of being an adult is just like tanking things. Like, oh, this is going to be awful. I just have to tank it as an adult. And sometimes you genuinely just do. This is also nothing. I'm afraid this is nothing. I can't, like, it's a floating 6 versus a floating 4. Me and a friend in a pool, and I'm the floating 4. The point is, it doesn't really matter. Maybe we had Tanya somewhere in here. If I draw back into 2 of bamboo, I would cut 1 of characters followed by 1 of characters. I don't think that's the worst idea. Tell me that, hey, honestly, it's a 2 top. The monkey's paw is curling so hard today. It's just a Mongon. We can come back from that. I think that was fine. South 1, repeat 1, epic dealing. This is my last dealer seat. So I don't know if I'm allowed to just let it slip forever. I think I gotta seize the moment. Hashtag Eminem style, you know? Having a pair of the green Deezies is a nice way to start things off. The rest of my shapes leave a little something to be desired. I'll just be honest with you. But I think, so basically, if you don't know League of Legends, first of all, I'm so jealous. I wish I could live inside your brain for a little bit. Secondly, a lot of characters in top lane, it'll be like a tank. You'll just be like soaking up you're just soaking up the damage for your team. You're just taking all the damage so that your teammates don't have to do the damage, don't have to deal with the damage of the enemy team. And so I think as an adult, you're just playing top lane IRL, where you're just like, yep, I'm about to see all these other adults do some really like bad human behavior. I just have to tank it. I literally just have to tank it. And I'm not trying to say like you should just roll over and die when someone is being unfair to you. No, absolutely not. But it's just like those things where it's like, well, I really can't control this. I genuinely can't control this. I'm just playing top lane right now. And what, you know, it's just like whatever self-soothing methods get you through the day. This is a travesty. This is nothing short of an actual emotional travesty. Like I see a 2-3-4 mixed triple sequence in my hand. I cannot do this. Violet has C wind, prevalent wind. I feel like I was just, they sent me to the Shadow Realm. They sent me to the Shadow Realm. There was nothing I could do. Well, now we're really doomed. Because Violet just summoned a Mongon while we were in the dealer seat. It's not really a Mongon, but it's basically a Mongon. So now I have to really swing for the fences. I have to go for big hands now. Little to mid-size sedans are not going to cut it. Me when I've got to take everyone to soccer practice. You know what I mean? Yusong, was that a joke? I don't know. I couldn't tell what cadence I was even using. So maybe that was a joke. Make sure to like and subscribe. This is a par for the course around these parts. It's not bad, right? Riichi, Pinfu, Dora, Sumo, Ipatsu. I mean, there's a chance, but we have to play to those outs, as hideous as they might be. Northwind is not looking good for us either. So I did have to tank some bad behavior. But overall, good trip at Costco. It was a blisteringly hot day. It was like I finished shopping and then I speed ran the hot dog aisle. I speed ran like getting the Costco food court. You know when you're like weaving in and out of people through a grocery store, through a big crowd, and you're like sucking in your stomach, and you're just kind of like, you're just like you know, dipping and diving and juking. I basically ran over to the hot dog station because there was not a big line, and I got that. I got a little guy a pizza, and then I got a little smoothie as well. And then I keep making this fatal mistake where I go to Costco on the most blisteringly hot days. It's literally 90 plus degrees outside. It's 90 plus degrees this entire week, which is not, I don't do well in that. You know what I mean? I do well when it's only 74 degrees. Anything other than 74 degrees, I'm extremely uncomfortable. It's a curse. Vote, Yusong, can't you tank that? I probably could, but I'm just being honest. Anything outside of being perfectly 74 degrees Fahrenheit, I cannot stomach. I genuinely, I don't know. God made, like, did you choose? No, of course not. I would love to be chill, pun not intended, in all sorts of different temperatures, but like, I've been cursed. 74 is my designated temperature of choice. That's my room temperature. So anyway, I'm like walking through the parking lot and I'm sweating off all the moisturizer I put on earlier, like that I begrudgingly slapped on. Kill them with a Hanemon. I need you to utterly, what is with everyone not calling Riichi? Oh my god, this could be Hanemon. It's Pinfu, Tanya, Red 5, Dora. Okay, it's Mongon. I have a chance. Now I can win with like a 2-Hanan. Please, I don't deserve this. But also, I would say that I didn't deserve some of the dealings I had earlier. Disgusting hand, no? I mean, really good for this situation. White Dragon 1 Dora. No matter who I win from here, I get to end in second. Now, I'm kind of counting my chickens before they hatch. I don't mean to do that. Was that unfortunate by me? Like, what should I mean? Now I should have discarded a second East one because now I can draw into another one of characters. So I think I'm playing this poorly. But I am really excited. Okay. Would happily pawn into the white dragon. Yusong, what is your pair going to be? That is a great question. I don't really know what the pair is going to be, but we never sweat finding a pair in our hands. Exact case in point. We literally don't sweat the small stuff because finding a pair is just... It's just going to happen. I'm not even being facetious. I used to worry about that all the time, and I don't know how to tell you this. It just kind of happens. It literally just kind of happens. Westwind, I don't know about this. Now I'm like, I could use these as sequences as well. I could just one-hand direct hit left lord. I don't even need the Dora if I get a direct hit. I am going to play a little freaky mode with it. I am going to be a little freaky mode with it because this hand, I think, wants to move fast. I could lose. That's just a funny set of circumstances. I could just lose. Okay? And as of right now, I have 0 ways of using the Dora. So I need to draw into preferably 6 of... Oh no, what have I done? If I sumo one-han hand, is that enough? If I sumo one-han, I go up 1,000. Left leg goes down like 300. I don't think that's enough. I genuinely... And that's not a good cheat. That breaks up the entire base structure of my hand. Right Lord has Prevalent Wind and nothing else. So if Right Lord gets it directed off of Left Lord, I might still be in last. That's not good. I don't particularly enjoy that. If they have one other Han in their hand and Left Lord deals into them, that's awesome. Folks, I don't think we could have done anything differently there. They had a pair of the white dragons too. So I was just doomed then. Good. Oh my god, and had they dealt in, we would have been in third. Folks, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think they put out a hit out. They put a hit out for us. I don't know if there was anything that we could have done in this game. I had a great time talking to you. Anyway, I didn't even finish my Costco anecdote. Whatever. We have all the time in the world now that we could just sit in our own despair. God, I love this video game. I love the feelings that this video game inspires. As I was driving home, wiping off the moisturizer, I'm like, where's my smoothie? I don't know where my smoothie is. And I realized instead of putting it in the cup holder, in my sweaty confusion, me on the third date, am I right? But in my sweaty confusion, I had put it in the trunk of my car. And so it is just standing upright in like the middle of my trunk in the car, like not like holding on to anything. And I've never driven that well in my entire life. Knowing that there was a smoothie in my trunk, I've never driven that responsibly. Every single turn, buttery smooth. Every single stop, the graph of the derivative of my speed is a straight line. Is that correct? Yeah, because the rate of change of my speed, linear algebra joke. People love that. People love the linear algebra jokes. But the graph of the derivative of my speed, I think, was a straight line. Because when I would slow down, it would be the smoothest, constant slowdown. Smoothie was not spilled when I got home. Christmas miracle. Genuinely Christmas miracle. So I lost this game, but by the way, unequivocally correct. And then the chi, Your Honor, absolve me. Like, it's not the greatest cheat, but like, I'm being stupid right now. Like, let me be a little stupid. Like, I'm playing to my outs, which is just like killing Left Lord. This is an unthinkable deal-in. Like, I mean, it's not an unthinkable deal-in, but it's also Suji to Right Lord. Yes, of course I'm concerned about them. Of course. How did the things go so wrong? The epic deal-in? This is debatable. 38 to 32. I could have tried, but no one has even called Riichi here. I think it's a little foolhardy to just shadow box against that. My hand is not awesome. My hand is not awesome at all. I think this is not a bad discard because it begs me to seek out more. Because then we can get Riichi all simples. Maybe even on a good weight. Was I supposed to discard the pair of the ones here? No, I play this like a monster, folks. Was I supposed to call Riichi? It's debatable, but I don't think it's that good. This is the dominantly correct discard. Folks, I genuinely think this game was really bad luck. Sanshoku Riichi? Well, yeah, we had a hand where we had Sanshoku Riichi that we chased with. Hang on, this hand was also awesome. This hand was nasty. We did not win this hand. Folks, a lot of just shooting and missing. The Sanshoku chase, it's not bad. You wanted me to cut 8 of circles and try to prey on the 7. I hear you. I genuinely hear you. I genuinely hear you. I don't think the Riichi is like horrid either, you know? Did I deal in with this? There's no way that... Maybe things would have been different. Okay, Right Lord did have a 7 of circles in their hand. By the end of the game, they did cut 7 of circles. Wow, that's really disappointing. They really ran out of safe tiles. So on the off chance that this happened, did you really run out of safe tiles? Oh my god, you did. This is gross. I could have actually played around it. That's so gross. How overwhelming was this? Okay. Maybe this is another tool that we can add to our tool belt of just abject evil, which is if you can play around a tile, like if you can use the Riichi player as a distraction, if you can use the Riichi player's discards as a distraction for your own nefarious schemes. In this case, 7 of them would have for across Lord, and we could have Damatened our hand, hoping to win off of the 7 pin. That it's not a bad strategy. It's kind of I don't like how I'm ending this tip, but it's. Yeah, we could definitely add this into our toolbox. I mean, it's not something that we haven't considered before. And they cut like a 9 versus a 7, but that 9 could come from a 6-7-7 shape, where the 9 is redundant, and then they cut the 7 because they get into tenpai. It's not impossible, but I guess yeah, they just want me to be very sneaky about it. I don't know. I don't think the Riichi is horrid either. We're just a lot of Riichis that amounted to nothing. East 1. This is the last hand that I won. This is so gross. What did I need to even review? Oh, the con. 41 to 43. Honestly, giga debatable. So effing debatable. In the marketplace of ideas, mind you, okay? Anyway, my smoothie and I made it home, only to get owned by Riichi Mahjong. God, I love this game. God, I love this game. Good. Not a single first place in my recent 10 matches. Good. Good. Absolutely. Good. Absolutely. No. I can imagine that everyone on YouTube is like, oh, really? I can subscribe and maybe for 10 more videos, you won't even get another first place. Oh, can I subscribe twice? Folks, that's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoy the Zhong, feel free to subscribe. I got new videos every single day. You can also leave a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous. Helps out the channel such a great deal. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Link is down below in the description, along with our community Discord, our VOD channel, and our Patreon, which is the best way to support me. Thank you to everyone who's supporting me on Patreon. I sincerely appreciate it. Thank you so much for your financial support. Until next time, please take care of yourself, and please be kind to yourself. And honestly, they had it out for us. I think we just got to shake that one off, okay? All right, I'll talk to you soon. Peace.